I remember a time when there was a lot. It was not a lot of music executives in Atlanta,
Yeah,
but then it became to where music execs moved to Atlanta, and a lot of people from Atlanta became music execs.
for sure.
Can you pinpoint when did you guys see that change?
Yeah, for me it was the LaFace era. LaFace era. That's when I was in college, and Babyface and L.A. Reid, they came and set up shop in Atlanta, and they created that vehicle LaFace, which brought us Outkast, TLC,
Yeah.
and all these icons of music. Usher. So they brought the foundation of what became the new music hub for the industry of Atlanta in the '90s, and I think Atlanta grew from there. And don't get it wrong, Jermaine and Dallas, they did their part as well. But as far as bringing a full infrastructure of a big label to the city, definitely that office on Peachtree was like, oh shit. This is like this can happen like this. Like I used to go up there. My man Taye used to work there, who I think you know.
Yeah.
That shit used to be like Boomerang. Like we would go in there, people would be dressed beautifully. The women would look amazing. Everywhere you turned, everybody just looked good, smelled good, felt good, and they was just and they was popping out that shit. So it really set the foundation for what things could be and what was fertile ground in Atlanta to grow from that point on.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I grew up in seeing it, so I wasn't a time where I didn't know that it wasn't able to happen in Atlanta. Just because I'm LaFace and all that stuff. I'm young. I was young. I'm
Yeah.
35, so shit. Around that time, I didn't know much about music, but I know music was always here, so I always seen it. You know what I'm saying?
So what made you? I know you said that you started working with street executives, but what made you really start like getting into like management? Like, did you ever think you could start management?
No, it was Charlie from Street Execs. He not with Charlie CEO.
Yep.
Charlie.
Yeah, I know
CEO
CEO
So I was
Charlie.
like,
Yep.
man, because I used to help artists, but I would only help artists to get them for free or for cheap, so I could make money at the door. So I'm like helping working their music, doing whatever, making sure the DJ play their shit. I don't give a fuck what I had to do because I knew when 2 Chainz changed his name from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz, I'm like, shit, I want to help anything I need to do for 2 Chainz. I'm gonna do because when his mixtape release come, I get it for free. So if I get it for free, my door hit 40,000 and I make 25% of 40,000, fine, and I got the relationship. So I used to just do stuff that marketers and I used to do stuff label people would do, and I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just thinking whatever I can do to build a relationship with the artist to make money. So Charlie was like, look, bro, you can manage. Do you realize that you need to? And it was this group called 2-9 that I was real close with.
I remember 2-9.
Siege and Jace. He was like, man, you should manage them. They your friends. You should try it. I'm like, damn, I ain't never think about it, but fuck it. That's what made me move out my mama house. I moved out my mama house and got an apartment right behind Siege's house, bought them a studio, and then shit, I ain't looked back. That was my entry point at managing. If it wasn't for Charlie, I would never thought about managing. I just would have been throwing parties and trying to figure it out. Which is nothing wrong with that. I still miss throwing parties. I had to stop only because of Saturday. He was doing too much, so I had to stop throwing the parties. Like I was trying to we was going out of town. I still had my percent, but it got to the point where it's like I'm not earning my money. So I just gave my percent up, and then that was it for me with the parties. But I still wish I could promote to this day. That's why when I get excited when his birthday party come and shit like that, because it give me that feeling of like, oh, y'all come fuck with us. We got this, we got that. I'm really excited to promote anything.